Hello, so welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll discuss about the inbuilt methods of string. So what are the methods that are available in the string class, and what are the different operations we can perform on a string, and different interview questions related to the string. And yes, this is the program that we have written yesterday, and we have discussed about the different ways of defining a string by string literals and by creating an object of the string. And we have also discussed about string constant pool and why strings are immutable. So quickly I'll create a new Java class and we'll start with the string methods. So as we have discussed that string are very special and it's really very important because most of the time we have to deal with the string. And string is an inbuilt class in Java, and string class provide a lot of methods to perform operation on string and to manipulate the string. So I'll declare a string. So we know this is the way we can define a string by string letters. So this is the object and this is the reference variable. So as soon as I write the string variable name a and give dot, so Java will give all the available inbuilt method that are available to perform operation on a string. So we'll see some of the inbuilt method. So first one we'll discuss as a string index add. So when we'll hover the mouse over this method, here we can see the brief description what this method performs. So it returns the character value. So it returns the character value means we'll get a character. So we have to store the result in a character data type. So it returns the character value at the specify index. So we'll select this one, character at. It asking for the integer index. So index I'll give us 0. So as we know, we are asking for the index 0. In Java, the indexing starts from 0. So this is a string that we have given. My name is John. So indexing will start for 0, then 1. The space will also take an index. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are 14 indexes are there. So if I'll ask for 0, it should give me the first index m. So it will return the character at that index 0. So m. So it will return m, the character. So I'll store in a character variable. So we have discussed this data type in the first lecture and second lecture. So I'll print this value. We know how to print the value and I'll print it. So m. So I'll see what happened if we'll give the 14. Sorry, I've given the wrong place, 14. So it's printed the last value. And what will happen if I give after 14? Suppose I've given 17, the index which is not present. Let's see. Should give an error message. See, the string index out of range 17. So it means that 17 index is not present. I'll just make it 1 and it should print again y. So this is one of the important method to get a character at the index place. So when we'll start with the programming concept, we know what is the importance of this method. As of now, we'll understand that we have a inbuilt method of the string character at, which will return a character at the specify index. So second method we'll see dot length. So length, this is the inbuilt method length that returns the length of the string. Length, so when we are saying the length of the string, it means it will return a integer value. So I'll select this one, length of the string. So I'm asking to give me a length of this variable, means this string that I have stored in this variable. So a dot length, I'll store in a integer, y integer, because it will give a length. I'll print the length. So length is not it's not like index. Length will always start from 1. The index will start from 0, but length will start from 1. So it should give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. We'll see, yeah, for 15, because the index was 14. It always length minus 1 because starts with the 0. So we'll print the value and we'll see. Sorry, it's I have to change the variable b. $15. So we are good with this. We'll move to next. A dot, we'll see concat. Concat means we have already discussed this one, so I'll just a dot concat. So it concatenates the specified string at the end of the string. So whatever the string that is we have defined, it will append this string, which will pass as an argument to this method into the string that we have already mentioned. So I'll just check. Str. So I have to pass an string that will be append to this variable a. So I'll pass a variable I'll give a space and I'll pass this one. As it will return a string, it will append to this variable at the end, and it will return that variable, the appended one. So I'll check. I store in a string d. See, so we'll try to print d. See, my name is John. I've given space Smith. So what we can do, we can also do like this. str1 equals to we can hold this string in a variable, and here we can pass the variable name str1, and let's print this and see how it is behaving. Yeah, see, both the same. So only difference is we are not directly passing the string value. We are storing a value in a variable, then passing the variable name. That's it. So we'll move to a next one. So this one contains, so it will return true if and only if the string contains the specified sequence of character value. So we have to see, this is the argument we pass. This is a method name contains, and this is the argument we have to pass as the character sequence. So we'll pass the character sequence. If the value of the character sequence is present in the string a, then it will return a true. True and false means boolean value, the boolean type. So I'll store this in a boolean. I'll check as the character I have to give in a double quote or single quote, I'll give a name. I'll check for name. Print this value. It will print true and false. As name is present in this string A, it should return true. See, true. What if I give a character which is not present? Z is not present, so I'll try to run with it. Should return false. False. So another one is, these all are important. We'll understand the importance when we'll start the programming, but we should know that these are the methods that are available for this to perform some operation on the strings. So a dot ends with, so here we have to pass a string suffix and it will return a boolean. So test if the string ends with the specified suffix. So it will return true, true and false. Again we have to store in a boolean variable. And I have to pass a string suffix. It's asking for string suffix. So string in a double quote, it ends with John, I'll see. I'll run this value, we'll check. See, true. If you notice one thing, that in the other one we have used concatenate and appended a value. When we printed the D, so we have added the Smith. But as we have mentioned yesterday, the string is immutable, so we have not modified this string. The string was same. Once the string is created, we cannot modify it, we cannot change it. We can create a new string, new object, but we cannot modify it once the string we define the string. So that's why when we check for this one ends with John, it's written true. So we'll check this another value, my, it should return false. False. A dot so compare to, compares, it will compare to a string. And I will discuss equals. Equals is compare this string to the specified object. It will result is true if and only if the argument is not null and string object that represent the same sequence of character of the object. So what it's saying, that it will return a string boolean value matching or not, and we'll see we have to pass an object. I'll store a variable str2 equals to, I'll give same name. As it will give a boolean, I'll store in a boolean data type. We'll check. So what we are doing, this equal method will compares the two objects, string 2 which we are passing as an argument with the string which is assigned to a variable. A is my name is John, and B, the string 2 what we are passing as an argument is also same. So it will match by character sequence. The first one is M, the first one is M. Each character will match by of string 2 with string A. So if the value of both the objects match completely, like from first to last, then it will return a true, otherwise false. So it's just matching a value. So we can compare the string in Java on the basis of content and reference. So when we are using the equals method, it's matching the content, both the string object that we have given in A and B, both the content are matching or not. So we'll print a value and we'll see it should give true. True. We have separate interview question we'll discuss after some points. So we'll try to complete in 1 and 2 more method, then we'll see. So we have a dot trim. Return a string whose value in this string with all the leading and trailing space removed. So what it will do, it will return a string. This is the return type, string. So it will return a string by removing the add space that are present in the leading and the trailing space. I'll use this one. I'll define a separate string. Suppose I'll add a space. So I've added multiple space in the front and back. I'll trim and as will return a string by removing the space, so I'll have to store in a string variable. So string str3 equals to a dot trim. So what I'm saying, it will trim the value from the space from the leading and the trailing of that method A, and it will return the removed value. So str3. See, the name is removed. So if I don't use the trim and before that if I print, we'll see how it is printing. Oh sorry, I'm printing before declaring it. I have to print this A. I'm printing this A3. So I'll print this A. I'm printing this A str3 because after trimming I'm holding this value in str3. I'll print A and I'll show you how should you see the blank space are getting displayed. So it's okay. Now next one will display the replace function. So a dot replace. So replace, we can replace a character or character sequence or a string or replace first. So we'll see the first one, old character with a new character. So return a string resulting from replacing all the occurrence of old character and the string with a new character. So if my in this I have name n twice, so if I ask this method to replace the n with t, it should replace all the n with t. We'll check and return a string. So old character n, new character t. As will return a string, I'll hold in the string variable. And I'll print string 5. We'll see. See, all the name t has been replaced by n has been replaced by t. So there are many, we can practice all the method, and this method will be required when we'll do a programming. So the most important thing, a question that comes from the string is what is how strings are compared. So first one, we notice that we have dot equals where we compares the content of both the strings. Another way we have equals to operator. So we know how to create a string object with new keyword. I'll give same name as I have to. So we know how to create a string by string literals. So I have created a string literals and value is my name is John, and I have created a string object by a string new keyword, and I pass both the same argument, same values. My name is John. My name is John. So we know when we create a string by a string literal, it stores the memory in the string constant pool, and it's by when we create an object by new keyword, it stores in the heap memory. So here when we use the equals to operator sign, it will both the physical address of this object will differ. It will not match. So when we try to compare both the string, we'll see what is giving. It should give false. See, false, because both are stored in a different one in the heap memory, one in the constant pool, and both are different object, and both physical address are also different. So even though the content are same, it when we use the operator sign equals to, it will give us a false. But when we try as dot equals, I will check. str7, it should give true because the content of both the object are same, true. So this is one of the important question, string, how we compare the string and how equals to and dot equals differ. So that's all all for today. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll come up with the new topics. Thank you.